Hi, I'm Emilio Franchi, Senior Product Manager for Anritsu Company, and today we'll be discussing the features for our new CPRI RF module for the MT1000A Network Master Pro.
The main menu of the MT1000 is icon-based, so I'm going to press the CPRI RF icon, and that will take us into the application. The first menu on your left is the frequency menu. This is where you place your carrier frequency, your center frequency, your span, and you also have your full span control. So the center frequency is the center frequency of your LTE carrier. The carrier frequency will automatically default to that, but it's also used for zooming in and out. So it uses that as a true center frequency as opposed to CPRI, which is actually a baseband signal. The next menu is the Amplitude menu. This is where you can change the reference level of what you're seeing on the screen. You can also change the scale. So if you want to go from 10 dB per division to, like, say 5, you can also do that. So 5 dB per division. You get more detail. 10 is typically what most people are used to. Your bandwidth menu, resolution bandwidth filters, video bandwidth filters, averaging, and so forth. You can do auto, or you can manually input the filter values. Under the measurement menu, you have your CPRI configuration, which SFP port you're using. So I'm using port 1. The line rate for CPRI that I'm using, so this is the speed of the signal. I'm using line rate 3. The antenna container that you're stepping through. And then the CPRI bandwidth is really the LTE carrier bandwidth. So in this case, it's a 10 megahertz LTE carrier. We do have radio presets for some of the different manufacturers. Alcatel-Lucent, which is now Nokia, Ericsson, and Huawei. And you can actually go into the advanced menu to get more detailed information. So you can manually input your IQ bit width, reserve bits, start containers, and aggregation. And the measurement view shows you what you're looking at, whether it's the SFP data, layer 2 alarm, spectrogram, or spectrum. Let me click on the SFP data. So this is actually the SFP that is actually installed in the unit. So as you can see, in port 1, which I'm using, it shows that information. My layer 2 alarms, you can see this is my connection. I'm all green, so loss of signal, loss of frame, loss of sync signal is up here. And then the remote, which are the alarms coming in from the radio head. The spectrogram, which is basically a combination of the spectrum up top with the spectrogram on the bottom. This is usually used if you're going to leave your instrument long term, trying to find intermittent interferers. You can go ahead and do that. As you can see, it's pretty quick. And then going back to the spectrum, which is what we were using earlier. We have our marker menu, which I use to zoom in on the signal. So we can have up to 6 markers. Down here in the marker search, so we're using marker 1 in the marker search. Here's where you can do your peak search. You can also add limit lines. So I can set a limit state. You can do an audio alarm and a pass-fail message. So if I set a limit, say minus 30, now that limit line is now showing up at minus 30. If this interferer would pop up above that minus 30, I would get an alarm condition. In the sweep menu, I can actually have multiple traces also. So I can say trace 1 is normal. I'm going to say trace 2. I'm going to do a max hold. So you have a choice, max or min hold. I can do a trace 3 and do a min hold on trace 3. And they have different colors, so they show up on the screen pretty well. And that is our CPRI RF solution.
As you can see, the MU100040A CPRI RF module for the MT1000A Network Master Pro is a full-featured CPRI RF tester that complements the other fiber tools in the Network Master Pro.